Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Kelsey K, otherwise known as KelseyKMUA, and I wanted to thank you so much for being here today. Well guys, today's tutorial is our little Woodland Fairy Halloween makeup tutorial. I would say this is an intermediate level with some easily accessible products such as this Rimmel Stay Matte Primer, one of my favorite primers, and then I'm using a full coverage Becca foundation. This is I believe the Perfecting Complexion Cream. I'm using this in the shade Buttercup. It is really, really yellow on me. This is not my go-to everyday foundation, but I wanted to use this just because of the sole fact that it was going to make the greens and blues that I was going to be using with this look today really stand out. Okay, the next for concealer, using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Light Beige. I'm just using this around my mouth area because under the eyes I really didn't need very much coverage, but to powder everything down I'm using the Coty Airspun powder. I love this stuff. It is only $5 at Walgreens and gives great coverage, helps my makeup last all day long, and is super easy to apply. Now it does kind of smell like your grandma's bathroom, but you know what? The smell does not linger. I am putting extra powder on my nose because of the fact that I did not want my nose to get super oily throughout the entire night and end up ruining my makeup on my face. And of course, doing my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. Surprise, surprise. But I'm doing a bit more of an intense eyebrow look today. Now, the reason for that is because it's Halloween. Duh. And then dipping into the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill palette, taking the shade Diversion, which is kind of like a brown shimmery shade, putting that over the pomade just to kind of set the pomade down and kind of add some shimmer to the brows. Then next I took the shade Busted on I think it was a blush brush, and putting that in the places that I would normally contour. So like along the hairline and as well as along the jawline and the cheekbones as well, just to kind of almost like contour and shape the face a little bit more, kind of make everything a little bit more sculpted. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Trickery just over all of that more like evergreen shade, just so that then it kind of blends in with the skin a little bit more. It looks a little bit more like melted. And then using the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. I love this just because it's such a light shade and it really helps all of your eyeshadow stand out so much better. To set it down though, I'm going to use the shade Poof on a more flat packing brush to really just kind of make sure that all my shadows are not going to stick. And then using the shade Potion on a more fluffy blending brush, I'm taking that through the crease and then extending that out past the outer eye area, out past the tail of the brow, so that then we get that really, really long, elongated, lifted eye look. And then using that shade Trickery on a different blending brush, I'm going to go ahead and deepen up the outside corner as well as the crease, so then we get more of that intense eye look and makes it look a little bit more enchanted. And then using the eye primer on a more chiseled flat brush, I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease. Okay, and then next, taking the shade Busted, I'm going to put that on the outer corner of the eye, so then to really deepen up that outer corner. And then using the Jaclyn Hill palette, using the shade Diva to put that on the center portion of the eye to kind of give us a little bit more of like that blue effect. And then taking the Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in collaboration with Nikki Tutorials, the shade Space Baby. I put that on the inner third of the eye, and then to highlight the inner corner and brow bones, I took the Jaclyn Hill palette in the shades Beam and in Light to highlight the inner corner and brow bones. And then again, like I said, just kind of like chiseling out the jawline and then going through and extending that down my neck just to kind of make me look a little bit more fairy-like, a little bit more enchanted, you see. And then taking the shade Potion on a blush brush, I'm going to apply this shade in the places where I would normally apply blush, as well as on my nose. So across the apples of the cheeks and then up to the hairline on top of where I had put that more like contouring blue shade so that then it looks a little bit more fairy-like, as well as applying it on the forehead as well to kind of tie everything together. And then taking that shade Busted on a smaller brush to contour my nose, and taking that shade into the eyebrows just to make me look a little bit less human. It's kind of extending the nose a little bit, keeping it look a little bit darker on each side. And then making sure that you're going through and blending, 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 and blending. If you think that you are done blending, you are not done blending. You are not done blending until, yeah. And then taking the shade Mojo on a short stubby brush, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and fill in the sparse areas of my hairline. My hairline has been pretty sparse for the last, actually I feel like it's always been this way. But I'm just gonna go ahead and fill that in with eyeshadow just because then it's gonna make my hair look a little bit thicker and fuller. And then I'm going to go ahead and thicken up the brows even further with this Ulta Beauty. This is a brow gel, I guess, to make them look a little bit more hairy. And then using the NYX white liquid liner, I'm just going to go ahead and define that crease a little bit more so then I look a little bit more enchanted. See? Cool. And then using the NYX glitter glue on a lip brush, I'm just going to go ahead and apply that over where I had the white liquid liner. And then going over that with a green glitter to make me look even more sparkly and fairy-like. And then just going in with the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. This is the Volume Mascara. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pop on some lashes. These are the lashes, the Morphe Premium Lashes in the style Seductress. And then I just went over on my lip with a nice matte, like deep burgundy shade. I actually really wanted something that was a little bit more deep than this, almost like a purple, like a deeper purple, almost like a black, but whatevs. And then to highlight everything, I'm just going to go ahead and place that same Space Baby highlighter over the places where I would normally highlight. So down the nose, the cheekbones, as well as the high points of the face, just so then I can get more of like that nice sparkly look. And then again, taking that nice glitter glue on my ring finger, putting that on the higher points of the face. So just here along the cheekbones, as well as just above the eyebrows as well, to put some more glitter on. I love the shade of this glitter. This is my favorite Halloween glitter. It's got reflexive green, orange, yellow, and it was so perfect for this look. Getting self-indulgent here. Okay, so moving on to hair. So what I did is I took my hair in sections and I started wrapping the hair around the curling iron in opposite directions to give myself more of like that beach wave effect, almost like a little bit more of like a messy type look. So wrapping the hair around the curling iron in different directions. So some towards my face and some away from my face. So that then I wouldn't have all of the curls going in the same direction, and so they wouldn't all like lump together in one big curl. I wanted everything to look really messy, but at the same time still put together. And I'm doing this using a 3/4 inch curling iron. Okay, now that we are all curled up, I'm just going to go ahead and take the very top section of my hair after running my fingers through my hair to kind of break up all of the curls. Tying up the top sections of my hair into a tiny elastic so I can make myself some cute little piggy tails. Okay, so now that we've got our little piggy tails in, I'm just going to go ahead and tease the hair a little bit to give myself a little bit more volume, and then just going to pin the ends down with some bobby pins. They didn't have to look perfect. I actually wanted them to look kind of messy just so that I looked a little bit more like I just came out of the woods, you know? And then I'm going to go ahead and pin some fake greenery into my hair. This actually came off of a garland that I had in the backyard that Olaf decided to try to eat. So I actually just put them to good use and put them in my hair. I did put some flowers in my hair too, just so then it looked a little bit less poison ivy-ish. But you know, I still had people asking me if I was poison ivy for Halloween. But you know what? I wasn't mad about it, because this could also be used as a poison ivy Halloween look as well if you took away the wings. But I put some little fairy wings on, so I looked more like a fairy. And this is the completed look. Well guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. If you liked it, don't forget to give me a big ol' thumbs up. It helps other people find the video. And if you want to help other people find this video even faster, then you can share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the little notification bell so you can see more videos of me doing stuff like this. Thank you guys so much. I love you so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye y'all.